It's Tuesday, and while we missed last week because of Labor Day, we're back on our schedule now. I bring you greetings on this Tuesday. I know that you are in the prayers of our church staff, and I ask you to please keep the church staff in your prayers as we continue through these days of trying to do ministry together. For today, there are three things that I want to mention. Most of these are just by way of information. But first of all, this past Sunday, there was a district conference. And you probably are aware by now that there has been some restructuring in the North Georgia Conference. New district lines have been drawn. We are no longer in the Atlanta-Emory District. That district no longer exists. We are in the Central South District. And we had a district conference this past Sunday. And a couple of things that might be of interest out of that conference. First of all, the restructuring was done with the expectation that it would make us more efficient in ministry, and also in that process would save some money as well in the way that our conference and districts are structured. At that district conference, we approved a new district budget for the coming year, and that was a little over a 30% reduction. So at least at this point, the restructuring does seem to be saving some money that can be used more effectively in other ministry formats. The second thing that I want to highlight is in that district conference, there was some information about some training videos for various committees and positions in the church that are going to be available through both the conference website and the district website. And we will have those links available as they are available to us, so that if people want to participate in those trainings, that you will have an opportunity to do so. And I just wanted to lift up a couple of things about the district conference from this past Sunday. The second thing that I want to mention is just a brief update with things related to COVID-19 and where we are there. The numbers continue to move in a good direction, and we are very optimistic that soon we're going to be able to gather for in-person worship. As soon as we have a hard date involved, we will let you know that and remind you of what our regathering plan is. But that looks like it's going to be coming in the very near future. One thing that might affect that just a little bit, the last Sunday of September, I have had an opportunity and made arrangements for our new district superintendent to do a worship video for the sermon for that Sunday. And so we will plan on a worship video taking place on the last Sunday of September with our district superintendent, Dr. Quincy Brown, doing the sermon on that day. And then as soon as we can after that, we will be making available in-person worship taking place. And that's just literally a couple of weeks away until we get to that point, as long as the numbers continue moving in the direction that they are moving. Please keep your church family in your prayers as we gear up for in-person worship taking place soon. The third and final thing that I wanted to mention today, we had a focus for 2020 on issues of discipleship. And one of the things that we had talked about early in the year before COVID-19 suspended our in-person gatherings was offering a Bible study this fall, the Disciple Bible Study, using this workbook. Some of you have been through Disciple, and we had planned on offering this for the fall. We had some people that were interested in taking this Bible study. The typical format for Disciple is groups start in the fall and then go through the Old Testament segment, take a couple of weeks off around Christmas and the New Year, and then follow that up the beginning of the year with the New Testament component. In that, in late spring, take the summer off, and then you are geared up to start another group in the fall if people want to continue through that format. Disciple is a very intensive Bible study. It is a very in-depth study. It's a great study, and I was looking forward to offering that. But with all of the things associated with COVID-19 and what we have been doing and what we're trying to do to gear up for in-person worship taking place, my schedule is not going to allow me the time to start that for the fall. And so we have tweaked that schedule just a little bit. The plans are, we are going to start the disciple study at the first of the year. And then we will follow that format through the winter and spring. We will do the Old Testament segment of the study. We'll take the summer off, and then next fall we'll come back with the second part, the New Testament component of that study. And I believe that that is going to be a more manageable schedule. As we get closer to the first of the year, we will be offering some sign-up sheets reminding you of what is involved in being a disciple. And I invite you to prayerfully consider being a part of that group. It is a wonderful study. It will allow you to grow in your understanding of the Bible, but more important, it will be a study that allows transformation to take place in your life, and together the people in the group will grow in their understanding of what it means to live as a disciple and follower of Jesus Christ. I pray that we will be able to start that study at the first of the year and would invite as many people as would like to be a part of an in-depth study to consider signing up for Disciple. What that means is that while we are not going to be offering Disciple this fall, if you are in a group that had planned to be a part of Disciple and you want to do a short-term study for the fall, you will have the opportunity to do that. And our plan right now is to offer Disciple using this workbook starting around the first of the year. And we will get more information on that as we move closer to that time frame. I pray that you are staying safe. I pray that God's grace is sufficient for the needs that you have in your life at this time. And I trust that your faith is allowing you to draw strength for God as we continue to live through these days where life is so different than what any of us have been accustomed to. God continue to bless you and keep you safe in the living of these days.